Sawadee, good morning. Today I wanted to talk to you about training as we get older. So, when you're 21, they say that the natural male hormone is high, and I presume the same for a woman. But as you get older, 28, 38, 48, 50, 60, and so on, we know that the natural growth hormone starts to taper off. And people take steroids, they can get into human growth hormone replacement therapy and all that sort of stuff. I've never done anything about it. I've looked into the human growth hormone, HGH, a little bit, but it's very expensive and I don't really need that stuff. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Now, I think I have a little bit of advantage, and that is because I was always very active when I was a young guy. I played basketball, I did tug of war at a high level, not just like a local bar or something, but at a high competitive level. And then I got into bodybuilding for myself. I didn't want to do sports anymore that involved a team because, you're always waiting for somebody. So I wanted to do something for myself, and I really liked bodybuilding. And it was about, I guess I started around 25, but really there was no equipment. I was in the Army back then, and there was no equipment around. So when I was about 30, I went to, I was started teaching at school, and at the school, in that unit, they had a big gym, and they had some weight equipment. So that's when I really got a chance to get started. And I trained for, I guess, about 6 years there. And I got quite big. And if you look, you can see a picture of me back then. Okay, so I trained a couple times a week. I tried to get my diet right, and I didn't know too much about resting then. I probably could have grown bigger in the same amount of training, but I didn't know how to rest much. I was just too busy all the time. So the other thing is, so what I did is I just kept at it, and at it, and at it, and then around 41 or 42, I kind of stopped because I wanted to travel, and I traveled around America, traveled around, went to India and so on. So I never really got back into it. But nowadays, I'm 60, and I've been training off and on. I train again now for a while. But my point is, can older people grow muscle? And I think because of my past, it's pretty easy for me. Muscle has a memory, so if it was big before, it comes back easy. But is growing the muscle the important thing, or being fit and healthy? And I believe it's the fit and healthy. So you probably don't want to grow big muscle, but you want to tone the muscle you have, and that applies for women as well. Women always think that weight training is going to make them have big muscles. It'll give you definition, but they won't grow like a man because of different hormones, especially as we get older. So let me talk about male and female in one category, okay? So training, is it effective for people as they get older? Yes, very much so. Why? Because when let's say you just want to stand up, okay? You need to stand up. How am I standing here? Because of muscles in my hips, hip flexors, gluteus maximus, my thigh, calves, feet, everything is all to do with muscle. So walking is a good thing to keep your heart and lungs working. But if you can you can do a simple thing. So like I got this chair here, you can do a simple thing by just standing here like this, about arm's length away from the chair. Turn your toes just a little bit out and hold the chair. This chair, I'm a little bit tall, but hold the chair to help you balance and just go down. Okay, so you breathe in as you go down and explode as you come up. So breathe out as you come up. So going down, you breathe in and then breathe out as you come up. So try to, normal squatting position sort of thing. So same thing, you can just do it without the chair. Just go down, sit in the bucket, look up a little bit, and back up. So that does your legs, your bum, your hamstrings, your calves, everything. So and then the same thing, if you see somebody, walking like this, old and frail, just think if that person 2 years before that started weight training. And it's, you know, I believe 90% of this stuff is a state of mind, and 10% is training. I'll say that again. I believe 90% is a state of mind. So if you say, I want to be strong, I want to be healthy, then that's what you're going to be. So then if you do the training and eat right and rest right and have a healthy mind, you know, if you're criticizing everybody, looking for the negative all the time, then that's going to, you know, karma and the energy that you talk about is going to pull you down. So say good morning, smile, be happy. And what happens? You move your body into like a growth stage. You know, you look at a bush, it grows and produces flowers, and it does it without even thinking. So if we don't be negative and just be happy, then you'll be the same. Looking beautiful. People say my skin looks good for the age I am and so on. So why? I believe it's all the things I just talked about to you. So that's really what I wanted to talk about this morning. So as you get older, do something. I mean, you can, for a guy, you know, it's not embarrassing. As long as you're doing the form right for bench press, use the tiny little weights. You don't have to be moving 100 kilos. Just start with something. And then another one, and then to go higher and higher. You know, next week, maybe a little bit more. Then you think, hey, this is really light. I'm doing sets of 20s. So then you can come down to sets of 12. So you put the weight up a little bit. You start to see some change in your muscle definition. You feel better. You're standing up straight. If you stand up straight, you can breathe easy. If you have air, then you have more energy. And it's all a big state of mind. And it's you get like a feeling of euphoria where you just say, hey, life is good, I feel great. But you don't have to train every day. You know, you can divide your body up. Legs one day, you know, chest, triceps another day, back, biceps another day. You don't have to get too complicated, but just do your research. You can watch my videos on training or do some research somewhere else. Get your nutrition right, get away from processed foods, get away from alcohol, stop smoking. I don't smoke, I don't drink alcohol, and it's just a choice I made. So if I can do it, you can do it. Come on, team. So I just wanted to close and say thanks for watching, and I hope you guys can learn from this and also grow some too. So have a great day. All the best, guys. Time to eat.